Why Metal Gear Solid Master Collection is a big deal. As of summer 2023, right now, there is no convenient way to play Metal Gear games on current gen consoles. That's it. That can be the whole video if you want. Leave a like, subscribe, go watch something else if you want. Okay, but seriously, go to your Xbox Series S, your X, your PS5, hell, even your PS4. Go to your gaming console right now and try to look up Metal Gear Solid. You will see no results for Metal Gear Solid 1, 2, or 3, or 4, or Peace Walker. You will see Metal Gear Solid 5, Metal Gear Survive, Metal Gear Rising Revengeance, and you will even see the Xbox HD versions of 2 and 3, but they say not available. So the Metal Gear news that's been stealing headlines is the remake of Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater, which is called Delta, which is my favorite video game of all time. But there was a second announcement that is still very significant. Metal Gear Solid Master Collection Volume 1. This collection consists of Metal Gear Solid 1, 2, Sons of Liberty, and 3, Snake Eater. Metal Gear Solid 1 was released on the PS1 back in 1998. Metal Gear Solid 2, Sons of Liberty, was released on the PS2 back in 2001. And Metal Gear Solid 3, Snake Eater was released on the PS2 back in 2004. You can obviously play these games if you want, if you have the original discs and the original systems and consoles to go along with them. I personally do not have my PS2 anymore, or I never owned a PS1. The most recent update or port that we ever got of these games was on the PS3, Xbox 360, PlayStation Vita, and the 3DS. These include Metal Gear Solid HD Collection from 2011 and 2012 for the PS3, the Xbox 360, and the PlayStation Vita. Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater 3D on the 3DS back in 2012, and then Metal Gear Solid The Legacy Collection on the PS3 back in 2013. The digital versions of these games have been taken off online digital stores. These were available on PlayStation's streaming service, but these titles have also been removed. The reason for the digital versions being removed? I'm quoting a statement from the Metal Gear publishers. Renewing the licenses for select historical archive footage used in-game is the reason why they removed it. I will include the entire statement if you want to pause and read the whole thing, also the list of every single game that was removed. Alright, let's talk about the PS4 and PS5. PS4 and PS5 are naturally not compatible with PS3 and PS2 games. PS5 can play PS4 games, but nothing older, and then PS4 can only play PS4 games. Every version of Metal Gear on the PS3 and PS2 are stuck on the PS3 and PS2. I don't know about y'all, but my PS3 eventually crapped out on me, and it was very slow and very laggy. It was only usable as a Blu-ray player and a DVD player, but I just sold it on Facebook Market recently for 40 bucks. Now we head over to the Xbox. Probably the biggest factor that Xbox has in its favor compared to the other consoles is its backwards compatibility. The Xbox Series X can play Xbox One games, Xbox 360 games, and the original Xbox games. There is a list of every single game that you can play on the Xbox website that goes with the Series X. If you're a Metal Gear fan and you want to play on current gen consoles, Xbox Series X and PS5 are current gen now, right? It's not considered next gen anymore. It's current gen, right? Right, okay. Anyways, if you're a Metal Gear fan and you want to play on current gen consoles, you have to get the Xbox Series X and then the 360 version of Metal Gear Solid 3 just to play. This is exactly what I had to do because I had no other options. Obviously, the DS and 3DS games are not compatible with the Nintendo Switch. 3DS version is also stuck on the 3DS. Also, the 3DS eShop is officially down. It's no longer in service. So a physical copy is needed if you want to play on your 3DS. And the same exact thing for the PlayStation Vita, you need a physical copy as well. Now, if you are a PC nerd, you can just skip all this drama and complications and you can just emulate these games. But emulation, it has a bunch of complications on its own. I won't get into that. Now, you may ask, why is Metal Gear such a big deal? One of my favorite YouTubers and streamers, Beat 'em Ups, has never even played a Metal Gear game before, and he has like 1.5 million subscribers.
Here's my chance to finally play one. I'm sorry to tell you guys, chat, but I've never played a Metal Gear before.
Let me list off some quick note bullet points why Metal Gear is so significant. Metal Gear overall is culturally significant in the gaming industry. It revolutionized the stealth genre, storytelling. It's cool, it's quirky, it's silly, it's funny, it's hammy, it's cheesy, it's badass, it's intense, it's emotional, it's inspired, it's fun, it's quotable. It's Metal Gear. I understand Metal Gear Solid isn't for everyone, but you cannot deny its importance to the gaming world. Also, if you've never played a Metal Gear Solid game, I highly recommend picking up this Master Collection that's coming out later this fall. You can start from the very beginning and get the experience everyone else did. Looking at the Master Collection announcement, we have a couple details that was revealed and a couple questions that a lot of fans still have. I had one question answered for me while I was writing this script. A message from the dev team says the Metal Gear Solid Master Collection allows fans to play games as they were first released on their platforms. According to the PlayStation website, the games will be HD versions that was released on PS3 and Xbox 360. The HD versions include 720p resolution and 60 frames per second upgrade from the originals. Remember, the originals were on PS1 and PS2, so they needed these upgrades. Along with additional gameplay and features are going to be added to the game. The PlayStation website also includes more information that is not on the Konami page for some weird reason. Another question is, what platforms are these games coming to? As of right now, it only looks like this game is listed on the PlayStation Online store. It's not on the Xbox yet. Will this be on PS5 and PS4? Xbox Series X, S, and One? We'll just have to wait and see. These games cannot be that challenging for the hardware, so I assume it's going to be on current gen and last gen consoles. But then is it also coming to the Switch? They fit Metal Gear Solid 3 on the 3DS. I'm pretty sure they can fit all 3 games on the Switch. And then is it also coming to PC? Who knows? In a couple different places, it mentions cut content. The description of the collection says, complete with minimal edits and copyright content. I assume they cut out whatever license issues they had to do with the historical archive footage that I mentioned earlier. Hopefully it just means a couple cutscenes are cut out or they can replace it with something else. Now we go to price. Price really should only be $60. Hell, it might even be less, maybe $50 or $45. Let's go freaking crazy and say even $40. This is not new content and these are not brand new games. These are games that are 20 plus years old at this point, and putting them on the new consoles should not hurt our wallets. The title says Volume 1. This implies there will be multiple volumes. This volume includes Metal Gear Solid 1, 2, and 3. Will Volume 2 include Peace Walker,
Metal Gear Solid 4 Guns of the Patriots,
Twin Snakes, Rising Revengeance? We just have to wait and see, but I really hope so. I can't think of what a Volume 3 would be, unless it's Metal Gear Solid 5 that has an actual finished ending to it. In a Konami website, it lists all 3 games and then it has a plus symbol and a question mark. Stay tuned for more information. PlayStation might have spoiled Konami's surprise though. On the PlayStation website, it says the Master Collection includes the very first Metal Gear games ever released back in 1987 and 1990. So we're getting 5 games altogether on this collection. Lastly, I want to mention a message from the development team. They talk about the Master Collection and Delta, but I'm not going to talk about Delta, I'm just going to talk about the Master Collection. Message from the dev team. We thank you and sincerely appreciate your continuous support. Currently, the dev team is working together to create an environment where fans can experience and enjoy Metal Gear series on the latest platforms. Simultaneously, we will deliver the Metal Gear Solid Master Collection series, the most complete compilation that celebrates the 35th anniversary of the series. The Metal Gear Solid Master Collection allows fans to play the games as they were first released on the latest platforms. That's it. So to recap, basically, just like I said at the beginning of the video, the Master Collection is a big deal because it leaves some questions unanswered. Are there going to be multiple volumes? What is the price? How available is this going to be on what platforms? And also, it just gives us the ability to play Metal Gear finally on the Xbox Series X and PS5 conveniently. I was lucky to get this for around $40 maybe. If you on eBay right now, these go for $50, $60, even up to $100 depending on which one you buy. So just having these on the digital store and having physical collections is going to make our lives so much easier as Metal Gear fans.
Hey guys, I'm just editing the video real quick and I forgot something. If you're interested in Metal Gear and you have no experience with Metal Gear whatsoever, I'm going to list some videos right here for you to check out if you're interested in getting into the Metal Gear lore. Alright, thanks, bye.